Hello, gorgeous. How are you today? This is Lisa, and welcome to Unfuck Your Life, the podcast that celebrates you unapologetically living your adventurous life. That's right, the ultimate F word. And I love F words. And before we get going on this podcast, could you take a second and hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, all of the above this podcast? I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And in this podcast, we are all about celebrating you. Celebrate you adventurously living. Celebrate you doing that thing, that weird, unique, crazy, awesome, brilliant, innovative, peaceful, loving, caring, kind, joyously delicious, absolutely tasteful, and everything else thing that you do, that only you can do, that there are things that you do better than anyone else in the world, anyone else. And that's why we are coining this adventurous living, because adventurous living isn't how I define it. It isn't how the woman next to you defines it. It isn't how Oprah defined it. It's not how Brittany defined it or anyone else defined it. Adventurous living is what is passion, what is exciting, what is brilliant, what is at the end of the day, you feel good that yes, today was fun, today was brilliant, today I can't wait for the sleep, the peace in my bed, and to wake up tomorrow. And so that's why here in the United States, I know a lot of you guys are listening in other countries, and here in the United States is that we're about to start our holiday season. And it begins with Thanksgiving, where we are grateful and thankful, and there's a lot of forgiveness based just off the past year, of all of the years of everybody is always talking about life-changing New Year's resolutions, and the times leading up in this season, the time moves so quickly, and there's just so much excitement, and there's so much energy, and there's so much fucking drama too, right? Hello. I'm heading home for the holidays, and I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen my parents in a few years in the flesh. So I've talked to them once or twice a week for forever. And I really started thinking about what are some key components? What are those first steps in those adventurous living, in daring to live, in just fucking being yourself? Because there is how one magazine defines you as being uber successful, and another one does it, and oh, this podcast said this, and that podcast said that. And the truth of the matter is that you get ideas from all of these different things. What is this though? What lights your spark? What increases your spark? Because that's the spark is what it's all about. And so forgiveness and kindness. Let's talk about that. Not just for the holiday season. It's just great to talk about it this time of year. However, there is part of everything. And then I have a special gift for you, this clear and release regime that I've been working on for a long time. And I've actually recorded some while the Adventurous Playbook is not quite ready for consumption yet. I went ahead and got started with this clear and release technique. And I recorded some with you so you can say it with me. You can repeat after me silently to yourself in the evening before you're going to bed, or you can even write it out during the day, because that's what it's all about, are those key components. It's not just looking at yourself in the mirror and liking her. It's looking at yourself in the mirror and giving her a little wink. Giving her a little wink. For those of you who are watching little snippets of this, there's a little wink. There's a mischievous little smile. Now watch the body language with this, okay? As just whatever it is, as you make a kissing noise, a kissing sound, the things that happen with your body, with your hands, and what? As the light in your eyes, it begins to twinkle and a little sparkle a little bit more, because that's what kindness is, that wink that you give to yourself, that, ooh, I wonder what delicious things are going to be in store for me today. And then there's all those other parts that all of a sudden your breath feels heavy, you go, ooh, or all of a sudden there was like a heaviness, or maybe you don't call it a heaviness, but there was something that jarred you, that took you from flying and floating back down into, I'm shit, I'm lower than life, whatever that spiel is, that thing that was so prevalent in human fucking conditioning. And as much as we try to do it differently, we're the programming is just out there everywhere where everybody is being compared, and in order for someone to be good, everyone else has to be treated like shit. And God, stop the fucking shit already. You know what I mean? Kindness and forgiveness. Your daring life, just because you get to live a daring life or I get to live a daring life, doesn't mean that all the other fucking people in the world don't get to live a daring life, because they fucking do. They get to. Yes, I know I'm saying fuck a lot. I'm saying fucking awful lot today, because it's okay. Let's shake it. Let's shake the silliness. Let's shake the stupidity of it all. And it's not meanness, it's not frankness, it's kindness. The wink that we have for yourself, the smile that you have for yourself, that then you start, because you're giving it to yourself. Now you're giving it to other people. And then there's all of that forgiveness. Yeah, I know. You got a laundry list long. Santa Claus was keeping a list, checking it twice, finding out who's naughty and nice. Just what a fucking lot of bullshit. None of us are perfect. We all live our lives. And yet we keep going back to, we keep being drawn back to, because we're so ingrained in us that you need to be perfect, and by the way you're shit and you should be better, and by the way you're shit and you should be better, and by the way, people controlling us. And that book from Britney Spears, here she lives in America, supposedly the land of the free, and legally she has been incarcerated legally for all those goddamn years. Are you fucking kidding me? And until she reached out, picked up a phone, called 911 and said, I want to report abuse. And let me tell you, I was once the person who picked up that phone to call on somebody to report abuse. And that call takes a lot of fucking courage. It takes a lot of fucking courage. And then afterwards, there's the, oh God, what did I do? Oh God, what did I do? Except there is the, I chose to live. That pattern interrupt. And this is what this forgiveness and stuff is. And this is what this kindness is. Those winks, those nods, those guffaws, those little happy feelings, happy stances and stuff like that. This is vibration. It's vibes, and vibration is power, and vibration is high, and vibration is intoxicating, and vibration is, that's what you feel sometimes if you're looking at a flower, you're looking at a plant, you're listening to some kind of a music, something caught your eye in a book or in a video store, there's this game that's doing whatever, there is something that's attracting, that's a lot more joyous, that seems to be a lot more free, that's a lot more exciting, enticing, that it's so flavorful that you can almost smell it. It's so flavorful that you could practically taste it, and you can hear it. All of those little beeps and stuff like that. Have you noticed on washing machines these days and on the dishwashers, they don't just that they're done. No, they sing a happy little tune. Do, 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 do. You know, they sing. They're inviting. And it's, oh, listen, look into that. It's, the dishes are dry. The clothes are ready to switch into. There's that vibrational frequency, and that is that kindness, that is that forgiveness, that is you. And we take these tiny little steps. It's as you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and you give yourself a little wink. Just give yourself a little wink, and then another little wink, and then just see how good that feels, because the little wink, it's, I know a secret, and you're part of the secret, and we're in on the secret. And the secret is that, you know what, you're pretty fucking fabulous. Did you know how fucking fabulous you are? That's right, I said you're fucking fabulous. That you are living a daring, adventurous life, because you define it. You decide what that is, and you get together with all of your other crazy, wonderful, wild, wacky pals who are also on this adventurous living. And oh my goodness, whatever crazy idea you have, like you want to go down and you want to give free hugs, you'd like to volunteer at a homeless shelter, you'd like to volunteer at a food bank, you'd like to deliver meals, you'd like to read to little kids, you'd like to read to the blind, oh my goodness, you'd like to jump off a bridge, you'd like to, with a parachute or a bungee cord of some kind, and jump out of an airplane, and whatever that is, you'd like to just go to a foreign country, get your picture taken next to the Eiffel Tower. Maybe you'd like to go just to the next state, just to the next town. Adventure is you. It's what you decide. People have said that I've lived a very daring life. They said that I'm like the epitome, and they don't know how much time I spend alone. They don't know how much time that I used to spend in darkness, because it felt like I was all alone, that I didn't have anyone to talk to, no one to share. Because every time I shared one of my really crazy ideas that I remember the time that I wanted to be the mascot in high school. And I can remember my best friend saying to me, I'd like to be supportive, but I really don't understand why that was important to you. It doesn't fucking matter why anything is important to anybody. It only matters that it's important to you. It only matters. And that we say yes to you. And that more importantly, you say yes to you. And this is F&K. This is forgiveness and kindness. This is kindness and forgiveness. It's letting go of all of the everything, all of the shit, all of the attachment, all of the everything. Nobody's goddamn fucking perfect. We're just not. Oh my God. Could you imagine how much pressure that is? It's already enough pressure that people, have you ever had a list of people, oh, Lisa, she does this and she does that and she does that. And in the meantime, you remember your parents said this about you and that person said that about you. And you feel like an imposter. And I am not the only one who's ever felt that way. And you are not the only one who's ever felt that way. They talk about this all the fucking time. There isn't a single person who has accomplished anything in their life that has not had that imposter conversation. We hear about it all of the time. They write about it in writers groups. I belong to many writers groups, and we talk about these very things. And what we need to talk about a lot more is F&K, 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 F&K. Forgiveness and kindness, kindness and forgiveness, forgiveness and kindness. And I know I'm repeating. And I do that sometimes. And that forgiveness. That's why I have this release and clear regime. So while I'm finishing up the Adventurous Playbook, please check this out. And if you just want to have a quick conversation with me, just a quick conversation, make sure you go and book an appointment on bookwithlisa.me. That's bookwithlisa.me. Book a discovery session. Whatever you want to chat about for 15 minutes, I'm more than happy to chat with you about, because you are gorgeous. You are fabulous. And the more and more that message goes in, that you start believing, accepting, and saying and winking at yourself in the fucking mirror and grinning at yourself a little bit more and smiling at other people a little bit more and feeling a little bit lighter. And oh yeah, let's see, I forgive. And yes, I'm saying this in different kinds of ways because it's important. It is important unlocking all of the restraints and the shackles that have confined you for so many goddamn fucking years. That's how you do it, is that you dance with it and you play with it. And as you let go of it, because you let go of everything, you let go of all of it. And because if you don't have to sit there and wonder, oh, I got to hang on to this, I got to get rid of that, I got to hang on to this. No, let go of it all, because that what's important to you, that which is really you, that which nurtures you and feeds you and allows you to grow and lets that light shine and fuels your spark. Oh my goodness, it comes back and you catch it and you fling it out even more, and it comes back and you catch it and you fling it out even more. That's how it works. As we enter into not just the holiday season, it's just amplified. So stay tuned for details, because the Adventurous Tribe is going to be launching in December, not very long. And right now you can get in on a super low price. So send me an email, lisa.grunden@gmail.com. I've got it in the notes, lisa.grunden@gmail.com. Let me get to you the written form of the clear and release regime. And I've got a few spoken forms too, and you can listen to it. You can repeat silently after yourself. It's great to do it at the end of the day. It's also great to do it any different time during the day when you're taking a few minutes for you. Write it out, speak it out, dance it out, use your body, because we are here celebrating you. We are here to find out what your passion is, to see more of that in the world. Because whatever any person's particular brand of brilliance, zaniness, expressiveness, wackiness, brilliance, the world needs it. The world needs you. The world needs you to see you, not who everybody told you were, not who everybody told you should be. You. Just as YOU, brilliant, spectacular, fabulous, full of limitless potential for anything that you choose that inspires you. your voice, your smile, everything about you. Yeah. Forgiveness and kindness, gorgeous. Forgiveness and kindness, baby. Don't forget, send me an email and I'll get that release and clear regime to you. So until next time, you have yourself a fucking awesome, fabulous, flirtatious, fluctuate, woo day. See you next time.